Hello and welcome to Quick Tips, the Elementor video series. In this video, we will see how to use the Elementor Pro pop-up builder. And we are going to create 4 different types of pop-ups in this video. So let me show you the first pop-up. So when I click on this contact button, you will see the slide in pop-up. So people will be able to fill up the form from this pop-up also. If I close it, it will go out. Now let me show you the second pop-up. Now if I am on the contact page, if I try to close this page or if I try to go back or refresh this page, it will show the pop-up like the exit pop-up. Now let me show you. I'm trying to go back and it will show the pop-up. So this is the second pop-up. Now close it. And you can also add different types of animations to the pop-up. So I'll show you all the features and all the settings of pop-up builder in Elementor. So let's move on to the third pop-up, which will show on the home page. So when I go to home page, after 5 seconds when I go to home page, it will show the pop-up. So here you will see the pop-up appeared automatically after 5 seconds when I'll reach the home page. So here you will see the close button. The last pop-up is a simple button pop-up. So when you click on button, it will show the pop-up. On this pop-up, you can show any element. If you are using WooCommerce, you can also show the WooCommerce products. Here you will see the WooCommerce products on the pop-up builder. So you can also show the WooCommerce products. If someone clicks on it, it will go to that particular product. So let's see how we can use the pop-up builder in Elementor Pro.
Do not forget to subscribe to Quick Tips YouTube channel. Watch new videos about website design, e-commerce websites, search engine optimization, social media marketing, WordPress tutorials, video editing tips, and many more. Press the bell icon to get instant notification whenever we publish new videos.
So I'm logged into the dashboard of the WordPress website, and on this dummy website I have Elementor and Elementor Pro installed, and I am also using WooCommerce on this dummy website. So we will start with the first pop-up builder. Pop-up builder will appear when someone enters on your website. So after, let's say, 5 seconds, it will show the pop-up with today's special on your website. So you can change the time interval. You can change on which page to show this pop-up. You can show this pop-up on the home page or on a specific page, or you can show the pop-up on the entire website. So we will go through all the settings of the pop-up builder. So let's start with the first pop-up builder. So we have Elementor Pro installed on this website, and under templates you will see this option, pop-ups. So you need to go to templates and then go to pop-ups. So we are going to create the first pop-up. So click on add new pop-up, and from the select type of template, this is one of the template. So you need to select pop-up template. So this will be pop-up template. Name this template. So let's say I'm going to name it as today's special. So this will be the first pop-up, and this is the name of the template. Click on create template. So these are the sample pop-ups that you can use. If you have Elementor Pro account, you can simply go ahead and insert the pop-up. But in this example, I'm going to do it manually. So let's close this one. So this is the frame or the viewport of the pop-up. So first we will change the settings of this viewport or the pop-up layout. We are not going to add the elements right now. We are going to change the settings of the pop-up background first, or the layout first. So here you will see the option settings. Go to settings. So this is the layout. Let's select VW, and I want to show this layout, let's say 70% of the screen, the width. So I'm going to select 70. So it will show the width of 70% of the screen. Or if you want to change it to 80%, you can change it to 80%. Because whatever percentage of the screen you want to show, you can select here. Now fit to content. So it will height will fit to the content that you are going to put on this layout. If you want full screen height, then you can select fit to screen, and you will see the fit to screen here. And content position. So I'm going to select fit to content. Now position, horizontal position, center, right, or to the left. So I'm going to select center, so the pop-up will show on the center of the screen. Vertical position, top, bottom, or center. So you can change the position horizontal or vertical. If you want to show something sliding from the bottom, you can change the position to bottom. Okay, so this is the overlay. You see this gray color just outside this layout is the overlay. If you do not want to show it, you can disable it. I prefer to show the overlay. We can change the color of the overlay also. This is the close button. This is the close button. So if you want to show, you can keep it show. I prefer to show the close button. If you do not want to show, you can simply disable it. So people will have to go through this pop-up. Whatever you show on this pop-up, they will need to at least fill up the form or click on the link on the pop-up. Otherwise, it will not get closed. So I prefer to show the close button. Okay, so this is the entrance animation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fade in. We will go through the animation settings for the other pop-up builder. So as of now, I'm going to select zoom in. This is the entrance animation, and exit animation will be, let's say, zoom out. Okay, so we will check how does this look. Okay, this is the animation duration. General setting, this is the name. This is what is the status of this pop-up right now. Right now it is in draft, we have not yet published. So let's go to the style settings. So this is the background of the layout. So I'm going to change it. Let's say gradient. I'm going to use the gradient background. So let's use this dark blue to this one. Okay, so this will be the background color of this layout. Okay, location, these are the gradient locations. Okay, if you want to add border, you can also add border. I'm going to use border, let's say 5 pixel, and you can change the border color from here. So here you will see the border color now. If you want to add border radius, you can add the border radius. You will see the radius here. Okay, so these are the style settings. Now this is the overlay. You will see this overlay. Right now it is set to black, and you can change the overlay opacity. You can change the color also. Okay, so here you can change the overlay style settings. Now this is the close button. Right now the close button is not visible properly, so I'm going to change the color. Here you will see the close button color white, and let's have some background also black, and you can change the size of the close button. Okay, so you can see the size of the close button. You can position it inside this box, or you can position is outside the box. Let's say if you select outside, then it will go somewhere here at the top. So I'll prefer to put it inside the layout. Okay, so these are the style settings. Now let's go to advanced settings. Now here you will see show close button after certain number of seconds. So you can also change the close button appearance. So I'm going to select 3 seconds. So people need to at least watch this screen or this pop-up for at least 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, close button will appear. Okay, now here let me show you the position is here. Close button position you can set to say 0 and 0, so it will go right here. Okay, now let's go back to advanced. Automatically close after 5 or 10 seconds. So even if customer or the visitor do not click on close button, it should close the pop-up after, let's say, 20 seconds. So okay, this is not mandatory. You can just leave it as it is, and people will need to click on this close button to close the pop-up. Okay, prevent closing on overlay. See, if I click on this overlay, sometimes it closes the pop-up. So I'm going to prevent that option. So people will not be able to click outside this layout and close it. They need to click on the close button. Prevent closing on escape key. So on your keyboard, if they press the escape key, the pop-up will close. I want to avoid that. So I'm going to prevent that option. Disable page scrolling. So if I turn this on, if the pop-up is still there, people will be able to scroll the page in the background. So I also want to prevent that. So I'm going to disable that option also. Avoid multiple pop-ups. So if the user has seen another pop-up on the page, hide this pop-up. Visitor has already seen another pop-up on this page, then hide this particular pop-up. So I'm not going to use it. Now this is the margin setting, and this is the padding. So I'm going to add some padding, 30 pixel. This is custom CSS. Okay, so this is the layout. Now let's add some elements in the layout. So click on the plus sign and use the full width section, and I'm going to add heading here, and let's have some text, today's. Okay, so this is the heading. Let's center align it, and let's change the color of the heading. Okay, so this is the heading. Now let's add some let's add inner section. I'm going to show some products here, and let's add some description also here just below the today's special. Center align it. Let's change the color. Okay, so this is the message. Today's special is the title, then extra discount. This is the description. Now we are going to add some products here. So let's add an image here. Use this one. Add title below the image. Let's say $20. This is the price of this product. Add one more title here. The name of the product. So you can add any element on this page. Let's move it above, and let's add button here, medium size, and here you can paste the link of that particular product. Okay, I'm going to change the background color for this button. Okay, so this is one of the product. You can, so people will be able to click on it and it will lead them to this particular product. Now let's duplicate this one. Okay, so we have got 3 products. Let's change the image and the content. Alright, so we have got 3 products here. Now in this column, if you already have WooCommerce, then you can simply use the WooCommerce settings also. You can simply show the WooCommerce product here. So I'm going to show one product here. So click on the plus sign, and from here you can select, you can go to WooCommerce and products, drag it and drop it here. Okay, right now it shows 4 columns, 4 rows. I'm going to change it to 1 column, 1 row. So instead of putting these 3 products manually, you can also show 4 column products here. Okay, so let's say this is the one. Change the query. We are going to select manually. So let's add product. Okay, so this is the product that I want to show. So if you know how to add products, then you can do it easily. So let's go to style setting and try to match it. I already have separate videos on these WooCommerce. You can watch the videos on WooCommerce. Let me change the button settings also. Alright, so we have got 4 products. So this is the basic layout of the first pop-up. Okay, so let's go to publish. So we are going to publish it, and we are going to add some conditions here. So let's see what are the conditions here. So first option, you will see when you click on publish, you will see this screen, and here you will see conditions. If you click on it, it will show the condition. Where do you want to show it? You want to show it on the entire website, you want to show it on the blog post, or singular, or WooCommerce. So I'm going to select singular for this demo. So it will show on a particular page. So I'm going to select the page also, and from here type in the name of the page. So I want to show this particular pop-up on the home page only. If you want to show it on the entire website, you can show it on the entire website, or you can also add more pages. Okay, so I want to show it on the home page. So this is the condition. Now let's say triggers. When do you want to show it? On page load. So when someone opens the home page, I want to show this pop-up. So select yes. And when do you want to show? Let's say I want to show it after 5 seconds when the page is loaded. So after 5 seconds, it will show the pop-up. Now you will see different options here, different trigger options. So let's see on scroll. So if you select this one, okay, and if someone scrolls down the page on the home page, let's say 50%, then it will show the pop-up. So this is what on scroll condition is, the trigger condition is. If someone scrolls down 50% of the page, it will show the pop-up. The next option is on scroll to element. So if you have particular element on the particular page, and if someone reaches to that particular element, it will show the pop-up. Let's say you have the footer section. So if someone goes to footer section, it will show the pop-up at that position. So you need to create classes on your page. Okay, now let's see on click. Now here, if someone clicks 5 times on that page, it will show the pop-up. Let's see if someone clicks 2 times on the page, it will show the pop-up. After inactivity, so this will show the pop-up if the customer is not active on the page for 30 seconds. Here I have set to 30 seconds. By default it is set to 30 seconds. You can change the time interval to 20 seconds, let's say. So if someone is on that page for 20 seconds and there is no activity, it will show the pop-up. Okay, now this is on page exit intent. So if one tries to close that page, if someone tries to refresh the page, it will show the pop-up. So these are the trigger conditions. So right now I'm going to use the on page load for 5 seconds. Okay, now these are the advanced rules. So let's see the advanced rules. Show after X page views. So if someone comes on your website, if someone lands on your website and they keep on going to different pages. So let's say if I activate this one, and after 3 page views, it will show the pop-up. So if someone goes to home page, after that they go to service page, after that they go to about us page. So that means they have visited 3 pages and it will show the pop-up. Okay, now after X sessions, so you can see after 2 sessions. So after 2 sessions on your website, it will show the pop-up. After show up to X times, so how many times you want to show, times 3 on open or closes. So after 3 times they open the website, it will show the pop-up. These advanced rules are pretty clear. You can simply play with the advanced rule and you will be able to set up the pop-up at different time intervals with different triggers and with different conditions. Let's say this one is when arriving from a specific URL. So if someone arrives to your website from other websites, from other specific URL, you want to show this. If you are making advertisements on different websites and if they come from different specific URL, you can show this pop-up. Show when arriving from. So this is pretty basic search engines, external links, internal links. So if they arrive to your website from search engine, you can show this pop-up. Hide for logged in users. If someone is user of your website and they are logged in, you do not need to show this. Show on devices. So you can also choose which a specific device where you want to show this pop-up. Okay, now let's say show on browsers. You can select the browsers from here, all browsers or custom browser. You can add the browser. Okay, so it will be shown only on those browsers. Okay, now let me go ahead and show this. Let's see how does this look on the mobile. I forgot to show you. So we are on the layout. Here you will see responsive mode, and let's see, select mobile, and you will see this is how it will look on mobile. Okay, for mobile you can also change the layout. Go to settings, and right now it is set to 80%. You can change it to, let's say, 100%. It will cover 100% of the mobile screen, or you can change 90%. All right, so let's change to tablet, and this is how it will look on the tablet, and this is how it will look on the desktop. Okay, let's go back to publish. Conditions, we have it on the home, and triggers on page load. Advanced rule, we do not want to make any changes here. So let's save and close. This pop-up is ready. Now let's go back to the website. So I'm on the demo page. Let's go to home page. We have set this pop-up on this home page after 5 seconds. So we have loaded the home page, and after 5 seconds you will see this pop-up is here, and after 5 seconds you will see that close button appeared. So this is exactly what we set up. So here you will see the overlay, and if I click on overlay, it's not going to close, and I'm not able to scroll the page in the background. So let's close this one, and you will see the zoom out effect also. Okay, so this is all about the first pop-up. Now let's go to the second pop-up. So let's close this one, exit to dashboard. Okay, now we are going to create a new pop-up which will appear when someone tries to close the page. So click on pop-ups. So this is the first pop-up. Now let's add new pop-up, and let's say the name of the template will be exit website. You can set any name, create template. So this is the second pop-up that we are creating, and I'm going to do it manually. So let's close this. Now let's go to settings and change the layout of the pop-up. So I'm going to make it, let's say 50% VW, change it to VW, and then go to 50 or 60%, whatever width you want. Fit to content, horizontal center, vertical center. I'll keep all the settings as it is. I have already shown you. So let's see, we are going to change the animation to bounce in, or let's say rotate out. Okay, so these are the animation. General settings, we do not need to make any changes. Let's go to style and background. In the background I'm going to use an image here. So I'm going to select one of the images. Let's align center. Okay, so these are the image settings. Border, I'm not going to make any changes. So all the other settings we have done in the previous pop-up, so I'm not going to repeat. Overlay, this is the overlay. If you want to change, you can change. And this is for the close button. It is not visible right now, so I'm going to change the color and also the background color for the overlay for the close button, and change the size also so that it will be visible to the customer. So this is the layout. Now let's add single column. Let's go back to the settings and let's add padding here. All right, so I forgot to do the advanced settings. So these are the basic advanced settings that we saw in the previous one. So I'm going to change these three to yes and add some padding here. Now let's go to this section. The full width section is here, and let's add the background color to the section. Okay, now let's add the title. So we are creating exit pop-up. So if someone tries to exit a particular page, you can show this pop-up. So these are the basic settings, and I'm going to add some description here. So if you are using any mailing list, you can simply put the shortcode here so that people will be able to enter their email address, and you can collect their email address from this form. So in this case, I'm going to use the form, the built-in form that comes with the Elementor Pro. So we need only email here. Input size medium. I have already created entire video on how to use the Elementor Pro form. This is the email and this is the send button, so people will be able to enter their email and submit so that you can collect their email address using the form. Okay, I'm not going to make many changes here. Alright, so this is looking good to me. So this is just the demo form that I'm showing you. So this is the pop-up. Let's click on publish, and on the condition, let's see, I'm going to use this only for one page for the demo purpose. So you can put it on the entire website, or you can select the specific page, and I'm going to use it on, let's say, contact page. Okay, so this is the condition. This pop-up will be shown on the contact page only. Trigger event on page exit intent. On page exit intent. So if someone tries to close the contact page, it will show the pop-up. Advanced rule, I am not going to make any changes here. Okay, let's click on save and close. Okay, now let's go back to the website, refresh the website. Okay, I'm going to contact page now. So this pop-up will be shown on the contact page. So right now this contact page is blank. Now here, when I try to go back, or when I try to close this page, it will show the pop-up. Let me show you. If I try to refresh here or go back, it will show the pop-up. Okay, this is how it works. If someone tries to refresh or tries to go back, it will show the pop-up. All right, let's close it, and you will see the animation also. Okay, now let's move on to the next pop-up. Go to pop-ups. Now here we are going to add a button. When someone clicks on that button, it will show the slide in pop-up. Okay, so now click on add new, and this is selected as pop-up, and name it as, say, contact sidebar. Okay, now click on create template. Okay, I'm going to do it manually, so close this one, and let's go to the layout settings first. Go to settings, and I'm going to set this to 50% fit to screen, so it will be completely vertical to the right and center, so it will slide here 50% of the screen. Okay, so show overlay and close button will be there. Okay, now let's say add animation. I'm going to use slide animation, slide in left and slide in right. Okay, so these are the animation for this pop-up. Let's go to style settings and use the background here. So I'm going to use this background color. Okay, now I don't want the border. If you want to show the border, you can also show the border, but that will not look good. So I'm going to use the border to the left side only, 5 pixel, and the color will be, let's say, white. So you will see the border here. Overlay, I don't want to make any changes here, so I'm just I'll keep it here. Close button inside and vertical position 0, 0, so it will be at the corner, and color will be white, and I'm going to use background color, and size will be, let's say, 22. So this is the close button here. Okay, let's add some padding, or let's add prevent closing on escape or overlay. So I'm going to use these 3 options as yes. Okay, let's add padding here 30. All right, now let's start adding the elements. Full width, and I'm going to add title here. Change this color. Okay, now let's add some icon list. So we are going to provide the content information first. Let's go to style settings and add space between. Change the icon color and the size. Okay, so this is the icon list, item list. So here I'm going to add, let's say, call, and so you can add the telephone number here, and you can assign link to the telephone number, so people will be able to call directly from here. In the second, we are going to add email. So we are actually giving them the basic information of your business. All right, so this is your information, the contact information. Let's add divider here, and we are going to add a form here. So I'm going to add divider, color of this divider. Okay, now let's add some description below this divider. So we are asking them to fill out the form, contact form. Okay, now here we are going to add the form that comes with the Elementor Pro. Let's add one more section here, telephone number. Okay, now let's input size would be medium, and I don't want to show the labels. Okay, let's go to the style setting of this form. Change the button color. All right, so we have got the form here. Okay, now let's publish it. Now in this case, we are not going to assign any condition or trigger or any advanced rule. We are going to simply save it and close. Okay, now here we are going to add a button. So let's go to dashboard. I'm using Elementor theme builder for this. So for the header, so I'm going to Elementor theme builder. Let's go to header and edit the header. Okay, here I'm going to add a new column. So let's add new column, and in this column I'm going to add a button. Okay, so click on plus sign and look for the button, and let's name it as contact us, right align, and let's change the color. Alright, so this is the button. Now let's go to the content of the button. Here we are going to assign a link. So instead of pasting link, we are going to link this button with the pop-up. So here you will see dynamic tags. Go to dynamic tags, and from here select pop-up. Okay, so we are linking the pop-up with this button. Click on pop-up, and here you will see all, and here when you click on all, it will ask you to enter the name of the pop-up. So you can start typing. Contact sidebar is the name of the template. So select that template and click on update. So we have linked the pop-up with this button. Okay, now let's see how does this look. So we are on the website, and this is the contact button. So if I click on it, you will see the contact bar is here, the pop-up builder that we have created. Let's change the animation of this one. Go to settings, and here we need to change it to slide in right and slide in left should be the other option. Slide out left. Let's update it, save and close. Now let's close this one and refresh it. Now let me click on it again. Now this one looks good, sliding from the right, and when I click on close, it will go. Okay, let me change it again. I'm making mistake. Slide out right. So it will come from the right and it will go to the right. Let's refresh it. Click on contact. So this is the form. People will be able to fill in the form. Click on close, and it is closing on the right side. So this is how it will look. So this is one of the slide in pop-up. Now let's move on to the next pop-up. So that will be similar to this pop-up only. So let's go to the dashboard. The next pop-up will be a simple pop-up which will show when someone clicks on a button. So go to pop-ups, click on add new. Let's name it as extra discount. So extra discount button will be the name of the pop-up. Click on create template. Let's close this one, and this will be the simple pop-up. So go to settings, style. Let's change the VW to, let's say 60%, fit to content, and center. This will be the same option. Let's say fade in and fade out. So whatever animation you want to set, you can set the animation. So I'm going to change the color to black, order, okay. Now overlay settings, leave it as it is. The close button, change the color and size. Okay, now advanced, let's add some padding. Okay, now here let's add full width, and I'm going to add text. This is the description, and let's add button here. You can put the link here. So I'm going to keep it as it is. Click on publish. Before that, let's see how does this look on the mobile. So here you will see responsive mode. Click on it, go to mobile section, and here you will see the width shows 60%. So on the mobile you can change the width to let's say 90%. So this one will look good on the mobile. All right, let's close it. Let's go to publish, click on save and close. Now let's go to website, and here I'm going to add a button. So let's go to edit, and here I'm going to add a new section. We are going to add button here just for the demo purpose. Okay, let's click on it, add button. Name of the button can be extra discount. Center align it, medium size. Let's change the color. Okay, now here go to link and go to dynamic tags, go to pop-up. So we are linking this button with the pop-up. Click on it, go to all, and here type in the name. So this is the button, this is the pop-up. So click on update. So we have linked the pop-up with this button. So let's go to the page, refresh it. Here you will see the button. If I click on it, it will show the pop-up. If I go to contact, and if I go to close it, it will show the pop-up. And this is the sidebar pop-up. And we have a pop-up on the home page also. After 5 seconds, it should show the pop-up. This, and the close button is not here. Now it is there. Close it. So let's go back to the pop-up. Let me show you the mobile layout of the sidebar pop-up. I forgot to show you that. So let's go to pop-up. If you want to make any changes in future, you can go to pop-ups and go to edit with Elementor. Okay, let's go to responsive mode and go to mobile. Now here it does not look good because we have it set to 50%. So let's go to settings, and for mobile you can change the setting to 90%. Now it looks good on the mobile. Okay, so this is how you can control the style section for the mobile. And let's update it, save and close. So this is how you can use different types of pop-up builder using Elementor Pro. So that's it for now. See you in the next video.
Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to get more quick tips about online softwares and tools. If you have any questions, please leave us message in comments section. And press the like button if you like the video. Thanks for watching Quick Tips.